The jury has returned a verdict in the fraud trial of State Senator Carlos Uresti. Uresti and his co-defendant Gary Cain have been found guilty on a combined 20 fraud-related charges.
KSL12's Paul Venema has been following developments from the federal courthouse. That's where he joins us now live. And Paul, we understand you actually got to speak to Uresti shortly after the verdict was handed down.
We did, David, and not to anyone's surprise, he said this wasn't the verdict that I'd expected. He was obviously disappointed as he left the courthouse. You know, it took the jury just 11 hours to reach their verdict in this trial, which kind of came as a surprise to everyone given the complexity of the case. But nonetheless, after 11 hours of deliberations, they'd reached their verdict. The government called what Uresti was involved in a Ponzi scheme. However, they called it a oil field fracking company called Four Winds Logistics. And the government said, no, it's not a legitimate company at all. It's a Ponzi scheme. Now, getting back to the verdict itself, I asked the senator what his reaction to the verdict, and more precisely, where does this leave his political future?
Again, this is a shock to all of us. This is not the verdict we were expecting, and so I'm going to meet with my family and my wife and my attorneys, and then we'll make those decisions down the road.
So you don't have any plans to immediately step down from your Senate seat?
No, sir.
And do you...
At this point, that's what the senator is saying. He does not plan to step down. What's next for him right now, as far as this case is concerned, is he'll be back here on the 25th of June for formal sentencing. He has another case pending against him that is set for May 7th, but all indications are that will now be set back because of a workload here at the courthouse, as well as now his sentencing scheduled for the 25th again. He's looking at prison time. Exactly how much is still to be determined. That'll be something the government will have to sort out once they take a long, hard look at the charges that he was convicted of, and more precisely the money that's involved. That will directly impact whether or not what the length of any prison time. For now, we're live at the federal courthouse. Paul Venema, KSAT 12 News.